Aloha, everyone. My name is Helena Noordhoff, and I am a 2D art instructor at Leeward Community College. In this presentation, I will share my gratitude for the AO program and how it has helped me grow as an instructor. I will begin with my teaching philosophy. I emphasize a strong technical foundation in printmaking and 2D art mediums as the basis for creative growth and confident artistic expression. I promote research and conceptual development, encouraging students to explore historical and contemporary practices across cultures. I highlight printmaking's global and cultural relevance as a medium for communication, reflection, and social commentary, while also encouraging students to take part in the local printmaking community by submitting work to local art exhibitions. I foster a collaborative studio environment built on shared learning, respect, and collective problem solving. And I aim to equip students with skill, confidence, and critical awareness, balancing technical mastery with creativity and cultural engagement. In this photo on the right, you'll see myself and my mentor, Charlie Cohen. I have modeled my teaching philosophy after his own. He is known in the community for his engagement, his generosity, and his kindness, and I intend to be known as such as well. Upon further reflection in my own teaching, I plan on modifying my critique structure to include more small group or peer-led discussions, giving students greater voice and agency, while also making a less intimidating environment for students who are a little bit scared of public speaking. I plan on adjusting balancing structure with flexibility to help students take more ownership of their creative process. I will start integrating more global examples of printmaking to broaden cultural context and inspire diverse approaches, while also looking at forms of printmaking in this setting or this place. For instance, Ohe Kapala, which is kappa printing. I would like to include a cultural practitioner and invite them to come teach my class Ohe Kapala as well at some point. I would like to start introducing collaborative print projects to strengthen teamwork and shared responsibility in the studio. And I intend on continuing to use mid-semester check-ins to track both technical and conceptual growth throughout the semester. I will continue emphasizing craftsmanship, attention to process, and respect for materials and equipment within the studio environment. I will encourage creative risk-taking once foundational skills are in place, and continue cultivating a supportive, community-oriented studio culture. I included some images from a previous presentation or this slide as well, because I think it's relevant to my experience here at Leeward. So we were promised a new studio space, but we still don't have access to it. So my students have been incredibly understanding and flexible in their learning. And so I will share some of their work with you in a moment, but once we receive the space, I plan on building a highly functional, clean, and organized studio for students seeking to learn printmaking and screen printing processes, as well as to encourage students to consider seeking an art degree pathway. So despite not having access to the proper equipment, my students created 5 editioned two-layered screen prints. So without having an exposure unit or the washout booth or the proper equipment, my students still managed to create 5 identical prints, which I use the term editioning. And the theme was a myth. So they all brought their own experiences or interest with myth to this project. Some of them focused on their culture's myths. Some of them thought about expressions. For instance, the image on the left, this student decided to reference the expression knocking on wood. And you can see on the right here, there's 5 identical prints. This is a very hard thing to do, to register 2 layers together. To print them basically in line with each other is a very tricky and technically proficient thing to be able to do. And my students did it very successfully without the proper equipment, which I'm very proud of them. And they also brought a lot of creative expression to this and personal choice in what they depicted. So I wanted to share these images with you because going back to the students' work and their personal expression is always my main priority. And so I think they did a very good job. Okay, to wrap things up, I just wanted to share my gratitude. One of the many things that I learned in AO was that has impacted my teaching practice is how to use the Google Sheets to design mid-semester check-ins. This tool allows me to collect feedback from students about their own progress and learning experiences. And by understanding their perspectives, I can make more informed adjustments to my teaching and provide better support for their individual growth. It was super informative to receive their feedback and also is extremely validating. And it really helped motivate me to continue what I was doing and also gave me some possible insight into how to better their experience. So I'm extremely grateful for learning that, possible mid-semester check-in. But I'm extremely grateful for all the other pieces of advice and suggestions that I've received through the AO program, and all the insight. And so thank you so much to everyone involved. And thank you for listening to my presentation. Mahalo nui loa.